All right. What's up, team?
Hello,
What
hello.
up? What up? What up? Good to see all y'all. Turn your
Wave,
cameras on. I want to see you. I want
wave
to
at us
see
if you
you.
can hear us. Make sure we can. Okay, cool. Welcome,
Wave,
welcome.
wave at us. Wave at us so you can hear us, or if you can hear us. Good to see you guys today. Happy to be with everybody again. Sorry I missed all you guys last week. I was filming and Jeremy had to take over.
It was
But in
great.
case you guys
You really enjoyed it without you. Right,
no,
guys?
I heard it was lame without me. Anyways, um, if you guys miss me, Sunday nights on TLC, check me out. I'm on 90 Day Pillow Talk. All right.
Is
There's some
that is
reruns
that
on
a
during the week too.
is that a TV
What?
show? Is that a TV show?
Yeah, I'm on a few TV shows, Jeremy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I
Wait,
do this
what channel
thing
is that
called
on?
reality television on TLC, HBO Max, Discovery, just a couple small networks.
Okay, I'll have to
Get with the program.
I'll have to
All right.
Google it.
Anyways, good to see all you guys. So
If you guys
yeah,
don't
sorry I
mind,
missed you guys. Huh?
real quick, if you guys don't mind changing your screen name to your actual name so that we know who you are. I see an iPhone 3. I don't I don't think your mom named you iPhone, but maybe. I mean, no judging. Uh,
And
she was ahead of her time.
it might be time for an upgrade iPhone 3. I didn't even think they had iPhone 3s around anymore. That's wild.
It's actually
Actually,
a
let
collector's
me
piece,
buy that.
probably. Yeah,
Let me
exactly.
buy that off you.
It's going to be worth something here soon.
Yeah, let me buy that iPhone 3 off you for
And then I
sure.
see like a Zoom user as well. If you need help with your screen name or to change your name, just drop it in the chat. I can do that for you guys as well.
All
So,
right. So, um we are gonna get this thing started.
Jason,
Happy
you're
to see all you
sideways.
guys again. Jeremy, I'm talking. When
I
I
try to help
talk,
Jason out.
we're supposed to
He's
talk
sideways
at the
over
same
here.
time.
I'm looking at him this way.
Jason, why are you sideways, bro?
Ashley, you're sideways. Oh, there you go. She just
I'm sideways because, like, for some reason, that's how it ended up when I had a wide horizontally. So it just ended up that way. You want me to just do it vertically to kind of ups? I don't know.
Yeah, today I want to see you straight up and down.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what you'll get.
All right, perfect. Perfect. Everybody's still rolling in, but we are gonna get the whole party started. So I missed you guys last week. So we put a call in to a good friend of mine to join you guys this week and do a little Q&A, talk about entertainment, talk about what is on our minds, and really just learn from a professional. That's what I want you guys to do today.
And I'm
Um,
here. And I made it, you guys. You're welcome.
does anybody have a mute button for Jeremy? Please. Today, it's been nonstop from morning till right now. Anyways, here we go. So my good friend is with us. He's been my great friend for a long time. We've actually seen each other grow up, and mature through the years. He's been on the road with me a lot. He is a social media icon, social media influencer, big brand in the Instagram world, or what am I looking for? No, I was looking for, like, he's a master of branding himself. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, he's been a master of branding himself, getting him out there. He's also on the season 18, I believe, of America's Next Top Model. He's currently shooting a bunch of feature films, and he's here for you guys today. So help me welcome my good friend, Mr. Don Benjamin, is with us, everybody. Come on, let's go.
Woo!
All right, all right. There he is.
What's cracking? What's good?
The man, the man. All right. So, what we are going to do today is we want you guys to ask some questions. What's on our minds about, working in entertainment? So, Don is here today. He does currently work in the industry. He's currently filming a feature film. He has a film coming out tomorrow. Right, Don? Is it come out tomorrow?
Well, the trailer's dropping tomorrow, but the movie comes out September 19th.
Awesome. So he's big into entertainment, and he's here for you guys. So pick his brain today. Jeremy, how do you want to filter these questions?
I mean, we just call on people. If you guys want to raise your emoji hand, if you guys know how to do that, under
Yeah,
react.
or even if you just want to say hi to him, that's cool too. Whatever it is. Let's take some questions. So first off, I want to say first, Don, how did you get started in entertainment?
Well, I got started in entertainment by working at something y'all might know called Thunder Down Under. I was cast. Anybody know what Thunder Down Under is? No, honestly, so the funny thing is I moved to LA. I moved to LA in 2006 to pursue acting, modeling, music. And I got my break on America's Next Top Model in 2013. So I had like a window of like 7 years trying to figure out how to break into the industry, going to auditions, going to castings, going to different agencies, trying to get signed, trying to pop up at shows, networking events. I mean, you name it, I did it, paid for photo shoots, paid for different programs. And just trying to figure things out, selling mixtape CDs on Venice Boulevard. And then one day, one of my buddies hit me up and said they were having guys on America's Next Top Model. And so I went and tried out, and Tyra Banks ended up, seeing something in me, and the rest was history.
Yeah, and what are you doing now? Like, just tell us a little bit about what you're working on right now, because I know you're super busy, so I appreciate this hour of time, man.
Oh yeah, so now I've been blessed to be able to balance, everything I love. I've been doing a lot more acting lately, producing films. I'm starring in Jordan Peele's new film titled Him that's coming out September 19th. So that's gonna be a big one. The trailer releases worldwide tomorrow. That's me, Marlon Wayans, Julia Fox, Tyreek Withers. But yes, I'm excited about that. I'm doing another film that Josh is actually a part of, him and his son, doing a ton of modeling campaigns. Y'all may have seen me modeling for Jackson Jewelry. They run that commercial through the ground.
And
North,
Don, let me
I mean,
stop you really quick. Just I want to ask a question. Can you give us like just an estimated range for your Jackson campaign? Like how big can these campaigns get? How long is it running for? And like you don't have to
like
give us like
dollar wise or time wise.
yeah, yeah. Well, let's say both. I mean, I think they want to know both because a lot of them are getting into modeling and would love to pursue brand deals, and I just want them to understand like how lucrative it can be.
Yeah, I mean the Jackson. I can't give too much, but the Jackson deal is definitely up in the six figures, going towards the seven figures. Uh, for it's like I mean, I've been with Jackson now for going on 4 years. Um, most campaigns can range anywhere from 50,000 to $1 million, give or take. So it's a blessing for sure. And then I tell people a lot of times growing your social media and figuring out how to capitalize and have a strong social media presence only makes your rate higher and brings your rate higher, right? Because now you're something that may just be ran on TV. Now it can be ran on social media and you can charge, 3 times what you would charge. So yes, it's crazy how much money you can get in all facets of the entertainment industry. And I try to tell people like try to be multi-talented. Don't just focus on one thing. Like how do you make yourself multi-talented so that you can be commercial, you can do print, you can do runway, you can do movies, you can do TV, you can do comedy, you can be funny, you can be a dramatic actor, you can do high fashion modeling or you can do bikini modeling. You could do, there's so many different categories that you could tap into. And the more you're able to learn and figure out and how to be a chameleon in this industry, the farther you're going to go, the more you're going to do.
Nice. And what was
Awesome,
so
awesome.
out of the 4 years, can you give us an approximation on like the amount of time you've actually worked during that?
So like,
Like
so
day
for
one.
example, with Jackson, like let's just say Jackson, I usually don't tell people what it is, but I'll usually go and shoot like once a month for Jackson and we'll do like a 4 or 5 hour day
Okay.
and I'll do some photos and some videos, and in that day, that one day a month, then they get to use that footage and I'll post some footage, and it's simple. I shoot once a month and I'm able to pay my mortgage and my family's mortgage and do what I need to do.
Sounds
That's
right.
awesome. All right, so we have some questions. Jason, you got something for Don? Let's hear it, brother.
What's going on, Don?
What's going on,
I'm
man?
Jason Berner. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I just had a question. So if you were to do fashion modeling, what was a brand that you really, really want to do? Like me personally, I love Polo Ralph Lauren or
Mhm.
like Balenciaga or even Louis Vuitton. What would be your preference of what you want to do?
That's a good question, man. It's funny because I always tell people like this funny story. I always loved Guess clothing. Like that was always like I looked at Guess as like, one of the main fashion brands, right? And so like when I was living with four of my buddies in a one-bedroom apartment, like we all had to go get 9 to 5 jobs to survive, and we all went to Guess to try to get jobs.
Hmm.
And I didn't get hired at Guess. And I was kind of shady because my buddies got hired. I didn't get hired. And so when America's Next Top Model came around, the winner of the season got a contract with Guess for $100,000. And so I didn't win the show. I didn't win Guess. And so after I came off the show, I ended up signing to Wilhelmina Models. And the agency was like, who are some of your dream brands you'd love to work with? And I was like, yo, I need to model for Guess. Like, I got this vendetta now at this point. Like, I don't know why I keep, taking the L.
Yeah.
Guess. So I ended up booking a worldwide campaign with Guess, was the face of the brand in every window, buses. I mean, it was like a dream come true. So that was like, my surreal 180 moment where like reaching a goal of mine, but Guess was always like a great brand of mine. Nowadays, I see myself, my goal is to do like Prada, Dior, Dolce& and Gabbana. Um,
Bendy.
and again, it's funny because I used to always look at the guest models and I didn't feel like I was a guest model, but I knew I wanted to model for guests. Um,
Guess so.
when I went in, I told them I was like, you guys need models with tattoos. Like you don't have that. Let me fill that void. And it ended up working. So like a lot of times people will look at a brand and they're like, man, they don't really have no models like me, or they have models like me. What can I do to tweak myself and make a difference? So for me, it was Guess, and I've done damn near every brand now except for like the Pradas and Louis. And if you
Okay.
notice, a lot of like the high fashion brands, it's more like unique looking people, like super chiseled cheekbones, like very tall and lanky, or like it's a little bit of a different look they're looking for. So it's like, how do you conform to what they're looking for to make it work with them?
Yeah, I'm working on my body right now as we speak for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Before I started modeling, man, I was like 185. Like I had, some weight on my face. I was a little unhealthy. I just used to eat Taco Bell and ramen noodle soup all day. And I was like, you know what? I need to get my health together, get my body together. I shred like 25 pounds, dropped a lot of that unhealthy weight off, got my six pack right, and also with modeling, you have to be on the thinner side to model because a lot of the clothes are like it's like a lot of medium, smaller sizes because it's sample sizing. So for modeling, it's like we have to sacrifice and thin down. Of course, there's fitness modeling, but for that you have to be extra like ripped and big. So, but yeah, man, the health and your physique and all that is priority in modeling for sure.
gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Haley, you got a question for Don.
Yes, hello there.
Hello, hello.
So, on the topic of acting, specifically more film acting, how do you bring a monologue to life?
Good question.
Hmm.
It's when like you're talking about like getting ready, preparing for an audition, or just like as you're like studying for acting class, or what do you just
Um,
you know,
I'm taking an
How do you bring
acting
the
class.
scene? I think she's like, how do you
like
how
how do
do you
you bring
bring the
some
scene to
like for
life?
me, like what I do with acting that helps me is I try to look at the scene and the character and the breakdown, and I try to find similarities to me within the character. So instead of me trying to like force myself to play something else, I try to like look at myself from that position, right? Like for example, um, let's say I'm playing like an abusive father, and the scene, like I'm yelling at my son and I'm about to beat him, and the mother comes running in and I have to throw her across the room. Like, what can I relate my life in that situation? Like, has there been any moments that I've just been so outraged with somebody where I feel like I need to like beat their ass? You know what I mean? Like, what has happened to me in my life that I can kind of go back to that moment and then bring that to the pages? And that's kind of how I do as an actor, and it helps me kind of have like a relatability to the scene so I don't feel so disconnected from it. And then trying to have fun with it and find different moments, like how can I find like like when I read a script and I want to do an action, then I'll be like, does this seem like just a automated reaction, or can I do something even more unique that's gonna make it stand out even more? I talked to a good actor, his name is Michael T. Williamson, and he told me like finding different beats and putting periods in moments there may not be periods, long pauses, like you have to find unique moments that other actors aren't going to do. Those are things that help you stand out in these monologues and in these moments and on these pages instead of just reading it and trying to act like somebody else. So it's deep, but those are like some quick tips that like really help.
Okay, thank you so much.
Awesome. Good question. Good question. All right. Aviano. Aviano?
Hi, yeah, Aviano.
Aviano. I'll get that right. I'm sorry. You
It's
have a
all good.
question for Don.
I do. So, my question is more based in like social media spheres because I have most of the social medias, but I don't really use almost any of them. So, I was wondering if you had any advice or tips on how to start using that more productively.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that makes it easier because social media can be very overwhelming because you're like, yo, there's TikTok and there's Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and I gotta create all this content for all these platforms and it's overwhelming, right? But what we usually do is we'll just create one piece of content and let it live on all platforms because it's different audiences on different platforms. Like TikTok, it's a younger audience. Instagram is a little bit of an older audience. Facebook is a even older, more family related audience. YouTube a lot of times is long form or so it's like if you put your this one piece of content on all platforms, you never know how it's going to perform, and now you're getting traction across all platforms without spreading yourself too thin. So like if I shoot a minute video, I'm going to post it on Instagram, I'm going to post it on TikTok, I'm going to post it on YouTube Shorts, and then I'm going to post it on Facebook Reels. So I'll take some time each morning to post across all platforms. um, and also just being consistent. Like you have to get in the algorithms and start growing and getting engagement. You have to be consistent. You can't just post once a month. You know what I mean? You have to be posting on a regular basis. And you have to I always tell people like post what you genuinely like to do, right? Like if you like basketball, try to figure out how to create basketball content. Like if you want to be a fashion model, incorporate a lot of fashion things into your content. If you want to be a comedian, start doing comedy content and make sure your page is treated like a business. A lot of people will post I may post a modeling picture, but then the next picture is me shooting pool with my friends on my page, and that doesn't correlate to my business. You know what I mean? So like keep it business, keep consistency, utilize trending sounds. A lot of trending sounds help videos grow on a faster basis. Those are like some of the quick tips I can give you, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you. All
Cool.
right. Casual. Casual.
I I have two questions. One is, what did you do to support yourself financially before you kicked off?
Hmm.
I don't think I could talk about that legally. No, honestly, I did a lot of like background work on TV and films. It wasn't paying much, but like I'd go sit on the set of a TV show or a movie all day and get like $60 for the day. I was selling mixtape CDs on Venice Beach for like $10 a CD. Um, I started like promoting at nightclubs. I was a club promoter for a little while, so we would get like a cut off of everybody that we would bring out to the club. I'd get a percentage off of everybody that we had come out. So those were a lot of the things I was doing. It still didn't pay much. It was a lot of struggling, but it at least paid my bills, and I was able to eat a little bit. I was on welfare. Shit, I was on EBT. I was on, um, yeah, unemployment. I was on government assistance for a few years, so I had to do what I had to do. Luckily, I shared a one bedroom apartment with with four friends, so our rent was like I think like $100 each. So yeah, that was like kind of how my life was up until America's Next Top Model.
Can we still find your music on SoundCloud, or where do we get those mixtapes?
Yo, if y'all look up Don Benjamin, the music is out everywhere. I'll give y'all a little keynote. If y'all look up Don Perignon, y'all might even find some old gems from like 2000s. But yeah, the music is floating around still. And even music, I still love music. I still incorporate music into everything I'm doing. But now I can do a song and get it placed in a TV show that I'm a part of, or I can do a song and get it placed in a movie that I'm a part of, or you know what I'm saying? So like finding ways to incorporate your passions and hustle different passions while you're chasing your ultimate goal is also always key for sure.
Yeah,
Thank
you know what
you.
you should do, Don, is there's a group out there right now, the 90 Day Bad Boys. You should collab with them on a song. I heard
Yeah,
they're
90 Days Bad Boys need to do a video to one of my records. I think that'll be live and
it's
on
true.
fire.
That's true.
Sorry to interrupt. I had one more question actually, which is how do you make yourself comfortable always being filmed? I'm a very shy person, so I don't know how to make myself comfortable enough to be filmed always. So you being somebody that's always having a camera on you, how do you shake off those nerves? How do you remind yourself that, oh, it's just a camera? Like, you know?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've always been like an outgoing person. So it's always been part of my personality. Like even since a kid, like I was like one of my star basketball players on my team. Um, I mean, my mother always did a good job at like implementing confidence in me and telling me like forcing me to go talk to people. Like, you know how whenever you go to family reunions and my mom, like the parents would make me go talk to relatives and I'm like, man, I don't want to go talk to them. But like talking to them like helped me. And then when I moved to LA, I used to just like force myself to have conversations with people and like get into these conversations and doing that like made me comfortable talking with people. And then once the cameras came around, I just started like I don't know, I guess getting comfortable talking on camera. And then when I went on Top Model, we had cameras in our face 24/7. Like there were no doors on the bathroom, no doors on the showers, like cameras like when we went to sleep, when we woke up, a camera in our face. So being on reality TV really just made me have no choice but to get comfortable with the cameras. But I think for you, like if you're trying to break out of your shell, like set up a camera around the house. You know what I mean? Like just start talking to your camera like as practice. You don't gotta post it, but like set up a camera, start talking like you're talking with other people. When you're out in public, maybe spark up conversations with people that might feel uncomfortable at first, but you know, give a compliment to somebody's shirt, ask them where they got a shirt, and then, you know, start a little conversation. Like these type of things help you just get comfortable in general talking, and then it's easy to talk to the camera.
Okay, thank you.
In case you didn't know, it's Kajol, right?
It's causal.
Kajol.
Casual. Casual.
In case you didn't know, Kajol, I've had cameras in my face also. Just saying, I'm a reality. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, you could have asked me
Josh
this.
also loves the camera in his face.
You could have asked me this
He
weeks
loves
ago.
the camera.
All right, all right. Excuse me. All right, Sally, you have a question for Dawn.
Yes, Josh. Thank you. So, hi, Don. I'm Sally.
What's up?
And before I do ask the question, I just want to say what an inspiration it has been watching your growth journey on social media, especially as an aspiring model and an actress myself.
Thank you.
Now, my question to you, or a couple of questions are, I have been freelancing for the past 7 years, and I've gotten an acting role like about 2 years ago. Now, as someone that wants to like make it to top modeling agency, what are some advice that you would give, like as far as portfolio and digitals? Like, what are some like deep, profound advice that you could give that I could start like implementing and steps that I could take to make it like to elite or even IMG worldwide?
I mean, for one, working with, professionals that understand like what the agencies are looking for. I mean, that's one of the reasons I like really love what Josh is doing with Preview. Because I mean, my agents at Wilhelmina work with them. Like a lot of the top agents work with them and trust their opinion. But what they do is get people like me. They get people like me and Renee and a lot of people that have been working in the business to come and work with you guys. But it's you have to get like a good set of like good quality photos, right? And a balance of like natural, like you want some natural photos, you want some beauty photo, like you want to have a different arrangement of photos to highlight what you can do, kind of like what I was saying, like you want to highlight all of your different facets, right? So like, do you do high fashion? Do you do bikini? Do you do like what do you do? So the comp card usually like highlights what you can do, what your range is as a model, and working with people like Josh, like working with good photographers, that can make sure you have the right photos. You don't want to try to put a bootleg iPhone photo on your comp card where like the bad lighting or the edit isn't right. So it's a little different nowadays. Like when I started, like you could just walk in to the agencies, like they would have like open calls on a Saturday. I don't think they have open calls no more. So now you have to kind of find different routes to get to the agency. The agencies, there's so many people that want to model now, and with social media there's so many people trying to get into it, and there's so many social media models. You have to take different routes. That's why I say you have to be at networking events. You have to try to see if there's local shows in your city, see what if there's any castings going on that you can do. How you guys are on here working with Josh, trying to, what I'm saying, learn with Josh and get into his program and get put in front of a lot of these agencies. Like I was doing it all. Like when I started, like I was paying, like I was on this site called Model Mayhem, and I was paying photographers to do photo shoots with them. I was paying to go to different fashion shows, and like I would pay to walk in these fashion shows. I was going to different networking events, to see like who I can meet. I was working in the club promoting, trying to meet different, actors and musicians and managers. So in this business, like everybody is hustling, right? And there's only so many opportunities in this business. So what am I doing more that the next person isn't doing? That's how you're gonna get that win. Like if you're just waiting around thinking that like one thing is gonna help you, it's not really just one thing that's gonna take it off. Even with the acting, like I've been trying to do acting for years, and and even coming off a top model, still trying to book roles was kind of tough. And so I had to go and create my own opportunity and make my own movies. And now I'm doing movies, with Jordan Peele and these other big producers. But like you have to kind of like create your own ways. That's why I say like social media is a beautiful thing to take advantage of, because if you build yourself up on this platform, you've now created this own your status at a higher level yourself, not waiting on other people. So try to do everything. Try to build your social media work, like build a comp card out, study, watch YouTube videos, like learn, like watch people that you look up to and see what they do. Like what are the poses that they're doing? What are they doing to become the best version of themselves? These are all things that help you get better.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your response.
Yeah, great question. Sally, you going to the Preview Models production?
Yes, I am. I'm so excited, Josh, and it's an incredible opportunity.
Awesome. Can't wait to see you there. All right, Joseph, what's up, man? You got a question for Don?
Yes, I got two questions.
All right.
The first is when you prepare for an audition with sides and say you have less than 48 hours to do so, how do you approach that? And the second question is, can you ad lib if you have sides, and how much, if any?
Nice, good questions. First thing I do is I pray that I don't forget my lines, because you know, everybody gets nervous, right? Like the nerves are gonna hit everybody. I talk to some of the top working actors, and they're like, I still get nervous. So the main thing I do is I try to like just repetition, repetition. I'm reading my lines constantly so that they're just embedded in my mind. That's one. Two, what I do now is I get more familiar with the what's going on in the moment, right? Because what I've learned is being in the moment is more important than the words on the page most of the time. So that answers your second one. Yes, like ad-libbing is you can ad lib somewhat. You don't want to be all ad libs. You want to show them that you have memorization. You can memorize the lines that they gave you and also respect the writer who wrote. But you can, in auditions and moments, find, you know, your own beats. Or if you feel yourself stumbling off, if you forget a line, it's okay to like switch up and say something different and like don't stop. Like that always works fine. From what I've noticed in jobs. But yeah, I think the main thing, man, is and nowadays the good thing is like going in person is a lot more nerve-wracking in auditions, but nowadays it's a lot more self-tapes. So like we're doing a lot more auditions online where we get, you know, chances to like do retakes and make sure we get it down packed, which in my opinion, that's really what acting on camera is. Like I shouldn't have to come in and nail it one time and you see what I really am built of because when I do a movie, I get to do 10 takes on this scene to make sure I like my performance, you know? So yeah, but I think a lot of times too, like in the casting room, they really want to see like your personality. They want to see like if you're gonna break out of your shell. They're looking for like what I told Haley, like they want to see something different that not every actor is gonna come in and do. Like what's something that you can do that's a little different that's gonna make them stop and look at you and be like, oh shit, we haven't seen that yet. You know what I mean? So these things are more important necessarily than reading every page on the line. That's what I've noticed works. Like when I did my Jordan Peele thing, like I was like, okay, what can I do with this character this that I think is different than what everybody else has been doing? And when I booked it, the producers were like, yo, like whatever you did, like we were just watching tape after tape and everybody was doing it the same way. And we landed on your page, like it just completely like was opposite from what everybody's been doing. So, you know, finding moments like that. And and also like another tip is like once you do your audition, whatever it is with modeling, with acting, like treat it as class. Once you're done, let it go. Like don't hold on to it. You know what I mean? That's a big thing because this industry will take you by storm. It'll tear you up mentally. It'll have you wondering like if you're good enough, what it is, but like the right opportunity is always going to come eventually.
Thank you.
Yeah, great question, man. All right. Let's see here. Aviano. Damn it.
No, you
Second
got it
time.
right again. It's
Okay.
Aviano. You got
Good.
it.
Aviano.
So, I came up with a second question. So, you have tattoos and such, and I also have a few tattoos and several piercings. So, I was wondering if you had any advice on marketing yourself like with those because there are some cases where it is like a drawback or something people wouldn't want. So, how would you go about doing that?
I think you just gotta like accept yourself, be yourself. You know what I mean? The whole time I was trying to figure out like what the industry wanted, I wasn't really getting nothing. But the moment I was like, look, I got tattoos, they're not coming off my skin. This is what I am. This is who I'm comfortable with. Like I'm gonna just make a lane for myself. That's when things shifted. That's when the doors opened. That's when Tyra Banks hit me and was like, yo, like the industry needs tattoos. That's when I started booking things, you know? So like there's a door for everybody, and if that door hasn't been opened yet, then it's up to you to open that door, right? So you just have to like look and be like, look, this is who I am, this is what I have. They got to accept it and it's going to happen. Like that's really all it is. And luckily for you, like right now, tattoos and piercings are, you know, it's in. Like everybody has tattoos. And if you book a job and they don't want it, they'll put you in a long sleeve. They can cover the tattoos up. My Jordan Peele role, I wore long sleeves the whole time and then they would just put makeup over my tattoos like on my hands and my neck. So you don't even know that I have tattoos in the roles. So, if they want you, they can figure that out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Okay, next up, Zoom user.
Oh, no. Hi, my name is Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
So,
My question is regarding making connections and using social media wisely because, as we were talking previously, like you can be multi-talented. So I can see myself, yes, doing ramp walks, acting, and lots of different types of shoots. And I also do like motivational speeches. So my question is, how can I use my social media wisely, as we were talking previously with the algorithm? Because I post my motivational quote and my ramp walks or modeling pictures or photo shoot on the same page, my Instagram page and Facebook page. So how can I put myself out there more so people can connect with me, what I am really doing, and how I can again make more connections, because again I live in Australia, so I would love to put myself out there and show who I really am.
yeah, I mean, I would say study some of the top people in that category, right? Who are some of the top people that are motivational speakers online, like the Jay Shettys and these people, and what are they doing that's working successfully for them? And then how can you like implement that into your content, right? Like, is it the quality? Is it the consistency? Are they finding like a lot of time, like what people are doing right now is there's companies that they're called clipping. And so a lot of these motivational speakers will record themselves doing whatever motivational speech for like maybe 30 minutes, right? Or film yourself for 20, 30 minutes, an hour. And then they send their videos to these companies that do clippings, and they go through and they find like really like good things that you said within that. So if you ever notice like Jay Shetty, he'll post a video where it's like 15 seconds of him saying a super powerful quote, but that quote was pulled from, an hour podcast that he had in a conversation. So like finding like moments that are very powerful that people are going to want to share with everybody else. Like when you're motivating people, you have to be like thinking of things that you're going to say that's going to motivate me. Like if I'm posting a video and I'm like, y'all got to get up today, get to it. Tomorrow's not promised, share this with 10 friends. And then, if that comes across my page, I'm like, damn, this hit me right in the perfect time. Tomorrow ain't promised. I'm going to send this to 10 friends. Now they sent it to 10, they sent it to 10, and they sent it to 10. That's how the video goes viral and catches traction. So, and you got to do this consistently, not just once a day. Like maybe for motivation, you're like, I want to do motivation Mondays. I want to do wellness Wednesdays. I want to do, friendly Fridays. And each day of the week, you have a different topic that you're trying to help uplift people on that thing. And now you're posting consistency, and people know where to come to get those messages, and then they start sharing your page. And it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but after you do this consistently for a year, 2 years, 3 years, I think Jay Shetty said he was doing motivational speeches with like 5, 10 people in the room for like 5 years, 10 years before anything took off. It's the people that stick to what they love and they stick to it consistently is eventually going to happen. It's just sucks that sometimes it takes longer for others, right? It may take 10 years. It may be that 11th year where you're like, fuck, man, I've been doing this for so long. It's just not working. And then that next day, you click that video, and then it goes viral. So finding what you want to speak about, staying consistent with it, research some of the top motivational speakers, look at the quality of their videos, look at how their videos are set up. Do they have font on the screen? Like, what is it that makes their video so attractive to people, and implement that into what you're doing. I think
So
that's
my question is, like, the reason I'm asking this, as I post this with my modeling pictures, so is it a bit confusing for picture? Like on my Insta page, you can see my photo shoots, my things I'm doing with pageants, my all the other pictures, like my pictures with the quotes. So is it a good idea, like posting all together? Is it too much? Like that's what it is.
I mean, I think you just have to like balance it out, right? Like for example, like when I started, I do music, I act, I'm a fashion model. So I have multiple passions, right? So on my page, like every once in a while, I was doing motivation on my page, but now I'll just mostly post it on my stories. Because if you do too much on your page, people don't know why they're there on your page for, right? Like, am I here to look at you model? Am I here to get motivation? I don't know. So for me, I was lucky enough to like, but even for me, like when I was doing a bunch of things, it was kind of confusing. So I've slimmed it down. Like now, my page now is pretty much family and fashion, right? And we'll post like post like some family videos, some funny videos throughout the week, and then I'll implement some fashion videos. So for you, if you want to post fashion videos or fashion photos, like I said, maybe it's like Monday you have a motivational video, Tuesday you have a fashion photo, Wednesday you're hitting them with another motivational video. Thursday, you're giving them fashion. Friday, motivation. But it's like almost scheduled, right? So now people know what they're coming to your page for. So like, I know if I'm coming to her page, I'm coming for motivation and I'm coming for fashion inspo. Like, so you can do multiple things, but it has to be consistent. If you let up and you do it here, and then you're posting fashion photos all month, and then you post one motivational video, and then you go a month without posting that, and then you go, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be like, well, is she committed to this? Is she not? Like it has to be consistent. Social media thrives off of consistency.
All right,
Okay.
great question.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thanks.
you. All right, Alex, you have a question for Don.
Yeah. How's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
What's up?
So I had a question. So I'm a classical composer. I've been playing piano for about 14 years now. I make a lot of my own music, and I just invested in a music software and a keyboard. And I've been consistent on social media. I have TikTok, a little over like 900 followers, YouTube over like 400 followers, and I have Instagram, but I'm lacking something because I've been doing this for a year and I've been posting every day and stuff. And I know clip and short clips and studying my people and stuff is still struggling to grow and stuff. So I was talking to like another videographer and photographer, which right now I'm about to head up to Huntington Beach to get some pictures done and stuff, as I want to incorporate that every month now to get like professional shoots. So do you think it's more over quality over, the quantity now, like posts rather than posting every day, maybe every 4 or 5 days, I do like a clip, a 10-15 second video, like high production video with like a camera, and then add like an audio track or something over, because something has to change with my social media because I'm not breaking like thousands of views.
And you said you're posting, how often are you
I
posting?
was posting every day. I was doing it for like a whole year on all my platforms, like Instagram, TikTok, and like I'm not breaking above like 2,000 views. Like would cap off like 900, 800, and
Posting
obviously
every day?
yeah, I was doing it and stuff. So I need to switch it up now because obviously that's not working for me. So I'm just wondering, like, I'm investing in myself now, like for
Yeah.
photographer and videography. So should I just do that then, like maybe like once a week, or I'm just trying to, I need guidance like for that. Like,
That's a good question because usually like the more we post, the more the engagement. So
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well,
right
I
now the
want
algorithm, um, like for example, like I can do a video one day that does 1 million views, and none of those people come from my followers. It just comes from like the people that the video is going across
sure.
their platform, right? Because whatever the topic is, it's getting pushed out to, like, more so than getting pushed out to our followers, is getting pushed out to people who are searching for different topics or things that our algorithm is feeding them from looking at previous things. So like,
And I'm
I don't know.
using, yeah,
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
I mean, if you're using different programs and like, I don't know the type of music you're doing,
yeah,
but
that I was gonna ask that too.
like
What music are you playing?
So I'm classical. I was classically trained. I make a lot of my own music, but I don't know if you heard of like Tony Ann. Like he's pretty big on Instagram and stuff. But Beethovenish type pop stuff mixed with classical. It's like a modern fusion stuff. And
Are you
really,
doing like classic, like mixed with like trending songs and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I was gonna
I'm
say, get
starting
a
to get that.
trending song and really
Yeah,
just knock
I've
that
done
out.
some of that, but like same thing, views. Like, I mean, I haven't done it like every day and stuff, but I'm trying to switch it up now to do more covers and stuff like that. So,
I mean, to be fair, like I said, like I don't know if you're doing nothing wrong. It's just sometimes it takes time, right? Like I know some people that were posting like Darman, for example. I don't know if you're familiar with Darman. But
no.
he I mean he was number 2 on Forbes this year. I think he made like $60 million this year. But he does like motivational like what he'll do is have like reenactment videos on YouTube. And but he was doing this for like 3 years, I think 2 years, 3 years, and nothing was clicking. And then like it was like the third year, like literally the last video, he was like, bro, like he was about to be done with it, but he just posted the video and then it went viral and changed everything. So like it could
Right.
be
Because
that
I'm
you're not doing nothing wrong. It could just like be that it is taking longer than you would like it. Maybe it's the second year of doing it. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe you have to just try little ways to tweak it. But
yeah.
nowadays there's so many people online. There's so many people that are trying to be influencers and create content that that you have to like I don't know. It's weird, bro, but like I wouldn't say that posting less would help because the algorithm feeds on posting more, but maybe
And would you, sorry to interrupt, but would you also say engaging with other pages as well helps the algorithm?
I mean not necessarily like for example, like my like YouTube, right? Like what I did like my YouTube page, I think we had like 100,000 followers on YouTube. It wasn't getting no traction on YouTube, but my Instagram was going crazy, TikTok was going crazy. And so what I did was like I'm gonna post all year every day on YouTube for a year straight. And by doing that, we got into the algorithm on YouTube and we grew the page from 100,000 followers to 2 million followers in a year. But that's why I asked you, like, are you really posting every day or are you like missing some days? You know what I mean? Like, like,
Well, right now, like I've been waiting a few days because I'm thinking about things and switching up. But no, normally I'm consistent because I'm very like obsessed with what I do in my music, and
yeah,
now like seeing modeling too. Like I signed up for this because like you were saying about the gateway of things, you just never
yeah,
know the opportunity. So that's why like being part of this, whatever I can
yeah,
get my foot in the door into things like that. But I want to incorporate because like my idols are like Elton John and stuff. So like being
nice,
flamboyant and stuff like that. So I'm
nice,
figuring like I like classical colors. I like
yeah.
vibrant colors and maybe wearing stuff like that and putting that in the videos. So
Yeah, I mean, again, maybe study people like the Rudy Mancusos and like people that do music content and see what works for them.
How do I record my first song? I'm interested in singing. I like to do that, and I'm looking into softwares right now. So, Dawn, how do I record my first song? What do I need? Like as far as
Good
voiceovers,
question.
I've looked at some softwares, but what do you recommend?
I mean, when I first got started, um, me and my buddies had a laptop and we downloaded the Pro Tools, which is like a music program.
Pro Tools. Okay,
We bought like a $10 microphone, threw the
got
microphone
that.
over the ceiling fan, and we would just record like we would just find beats online and then just record over these beats. Um
Okay.
and we would
So
just
that's yeah, that's kind of what my question was like. How do you like start like to get overcome that fear of like recording that first song? Like when you're solo and you just kind of feel like where do I go? Downloading software, so Pro Tool, I could do that.
yeah, you could download
Microphone,
the program because you could download the program on your computer and you could just buy a microphone and you can record in there. You can figure out how to work with it, and it's probably not gonna sound good for a while, but then you start getting the groove of it. You start getting comfortable,
okay.
and then you start. There's a lot of local studios that you could like book out studio time, and they have engineers in there that will help you like work on the songs. There's a lot of like music platforms where you can find like instrumentals on YouTube that you could like record over and use. You can't sell it, of course, but like you can do it to get a feel for how you sound over a real like actual beat. And
Is that like voiceover? Like doing that? Or where would I find something like that?
Like voiceover acting?
Song that I like and then recording over it or trying.
Yeah, so like for example, like I would go to YouTube, right? And I would put in like hip hop instrumental, and then it'll pull up some different sites, and you could like click on a link, and it'll say
like
download this beat for right now, right? And then you can download this beat. I could put it into Pro Tools, and I can record whatever rap verse I want over that song, and export the song, and now I can listen to my song in the car, you know. And so it's like it's a whole thing while you're learning before you pay, hundreds of dollars to go to the studio and record.
Okay, and you said I could also search like local studios.
Yeah, like I don't know what city you're in, but like every city pretty much has recording studios. Like if you go on Google and you put recording studio,
Yeah.
they have local studios, and usually the studio ranges from like $20 an hour to, whatever the quality of the studio. And they
Okay.
have engineers in there that you can go and work with, and they'll literally like build a song out with you. Yeah, it's like you can.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And that's all I have for now. But it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank
And
you. Thank you.
guys, I don't know, is it possible to get your Instagram, Alex, just to see what you record?
Where did Alex go? I don't think he is here any longer.
Oh, okay.
Went to
Well,
record a
just
song.
putting it out there. Thank
Okay.
you so
Yeah,
much.
he's probably on the Spotlight platform though, so you could probably reach him on there.
Ah, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Maya, you have a question for Dawn.
Yes, I do. Do you work with children? And do you have any advice for an aspiring model like me?
Nice.
Well, my daughter is 2, and I've been getting her comfortable being on camera and doing photo shoots. I actually got her signed with LA Models, and she's modeled for Nike, Zara, Walmart, um, she Apple. She's done a few. So yes, I mean, I think
So
Josh,
tell her some advice for her age.
advice for your age is just have fun. Just have fun. Treat it like you're playing, right? And get comfortable with it. Don't think too hard on it. Don't think of it like a job. Just think of it like a learning and like you're having fun. But Josh works with a lot of children actually, right, Josh?
Yeah, you coming to Preview Models?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna learn everything there. We have hands-on training. We're gonna help you and help you find an agency that's looking for your age. But keep filming yourself. Put yourself on camera. Have fun with
Have
yourself
fun.
on
Do
camera. Yeah.
TikToks, do little dance videos. Just have fun.
Yeah, you'll get better with the camera if you're doing those little videos and TikToks. My daughter does the same thing. Yeah, great question. All right, last question that we got to roll. Zinger, you have a question for Dawn. Oh, unmute.
Hi, thank you. I
Hey,
was
how are
muted
you?
talking. Hi, nice to meet you, Josh.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Don. Yes, the
What's up?
question is, do you have a mentor? And then how did you go about getting one for the industry that you're in?
Tyra Banks is my mentor, but I got it once I got on Top Model. I had to get in first to have her to where I can hit her up whenever I got questions now. But I mean the thing is like I never really had this type of opportunity when I was trying to get on. Like I never like had anybody that was like successful in it that could tell me any advice, you know? So that's why I'm thankful that I'm able to give any knowledge that I have to y'all because I didn't really get that. But um, I'm currently like doing I've been getting hit a lot about just like trying to help as much as I can in mentoring. So I'm trying to figure out some kind of program that I can do to help people as well and give any type of mentorship that I can and knowledge I can. But yeah, at the moment I don't even have a mentor model or actor model per se. I just kind of figure everything out myself. I'm just gonna figure it out. I have like life coaches and stuff though that like try to like that I make sure that they keep me on the right track in life.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So when you start your program, think about me. I want to reach
For
out
sure.
to
I'll
you.
share it with Josh so he can share it with everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll make sure everybody hears about it for sure. Great question.
Thank
Okay,
you.
last question. Sally, you have something for Dawn.
Yes, I actually didn't have a question, but I just wanted to thank you both. This was such an informative meeting. So
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Well, guys, that's our time today. I know. I wish we could hang out a little bit longer.